From the one and only, this is a Local 10 News Update, sponsored by FHIA, Florida Home Improvement Associates.
Well, good morning, South Florida. I'm Eric Yutzi. Here's a look at your top stories on this Monday. The president's former advisor, Roger Stone, back in South Florida after being convicted on several federal charges, including obstructing a congressional inquiry. Our cameras were there when Stone arrived at Fort Lauderdale Hollywood International Airport yesterday. The 67-year-old did not say much, only telling us that he is glad to be home and is looking forward to catching up on sleep before sentencing day in February. Stone facing a maximum prison sentence of 50 years. Officials calling that huge fire that scorched two multi-million-dollar yachts the most expensive fire loss in Fort Lauderdale history. We're told the yachts at the Universal Marine Center were being repaired when they went up in flames early Saturday morning. One yacht worth around $8 million, the other worth $12 to $16 million. Investigators will begin the process of finding out what led up to that fire. Police are searching for two suspects involved in a shooting in North Miami. The victim was followed by these suspects after a confrontation inside of a Walgreens store off of Biscayne Boulevard and Northeast 123rd Street. Police say a gunman opened fire from inside the vehicle, hitting the victim in his arm as he drove away. This comes less than a week after another shooting down the block at Steve's Pizza. The gunman behind that shooting was never caught.
Listen to Local 10's podcast, The Florida Files, wherever you are, whenever you want. Just say, Alexa, play the Florida Files podcast.
Getting the latest episode of Florida Files. Here it is from TuneIn.
Previously on the Florida Files.
Or just ask Siri, I want to hear the latest Florida Files podcast.
Here's the newest episode of the Florida Files.
Get the Florida Files on Alexa, Google Home, or Apple devices just by saying play the Florida Files podcast. The Florida Files from the one and only Local 10.
Miami Gardens residents holding their third protest Sunday in the fight to stop Formula One racing from coming to Hard Rock Stadium. Residents and community leaders who are worried about traffic and noise levels during the race, they plan to protest outside the stadium at every home Dolphins game until officials find a way to put an end to the race. It comes after Miami-Dade Mayor Carlos Jimenez vetoed a resolution that would have stopped the race from coming to the city. As breaking news happens, we'll continue to keep you covered on air and online. Head to local10.com for more local news coverage and updates.